Welcome back, everybody, to We Talk Film. I'm your host, Barry, joined by Clayton, as always. And how are we doing, Clayton, as a PNG image?
We are going back to basics today because we were having, again, technical difficulties. It's a recurring thing on this show, is we always have issues.
Oh, yes, we sure do.
Discord's video just decided to not work, but it's really weird, so we're going to try and sort that out. But we're still doing the episode, audio only. YouTube users, sorry, sucks to suck.
You get to see my ugly mug, though. That's still working.
Yeah, that's a shame. Oh, no.
That is a shame. Yeah, the moneymaker guy isn't here, so, you know.
The moneymaker? Yeah, that's... if everyone's here just to see us...
no, they're here just to see you.
Name one person.
Me, when I do the edit.
You can't even see me. That's okay. All right, cool. Let's head on over to the news before we get into today's topics, shall we? Oh, nice new button.
Yeah, it is the new button. I used it last week, but you didn't hear it last week.
That's true. So... I like it. That's cool.
Yeah.
All right, so the news. Let's kick it off with the first story. This is one that kind of surprised me. Feels like it's a weird choice. But I don't know. I'm curious to see what you think. The creator of the Netflix Daredevil show, Drew Goddard, has been signed on to direct and write a new Matrix movie. With Lana Wachowski becoming executive producer of it, but no creative input.
Okay.
I'm very curious what you think about that, because the last Matrix movie was god awful.
I did not watch it. I watched the trailer for it, and then I was like, "This is the biggest cash grab ever for like an existing franchise. That the only good film is the first film." And then okay, so that's interesting. I mean, if they're going to take it in a different direction and not have Keanu Reeves' character and resolve around that, then I'm looking forward to it.
No idea. I had no idea. It could be anything. Hopefully it's good. Who knows?
Hopefully.
Yeah. All right. Moving away from that. Another weird bit of news. Fantastic Four has announced its 5th cast member, saying that Julia Garner has been casted as the Silver Surfer in the movie.
Yes.
But not the Silver Surfer that we know. This is Silver Surfer's wife in the comics.
Yep.
Which is kind of all we know about the character. In the initial first run, she was in it for a panel with the Silver Surfer. Originally,
that's it.
I know nothing about this character, this version of the Silver Surfer.
Neither do I.
So I know. I can't really comment on it because it's like I have.
Well, that's
no
the thing,
idea
because probably what they're doing is just going to be like an alternate universe of Silver Surfer, which is kind of playing on the idea as to what we're already kind of finding out for Fantastic Four, that it is going to be set in the 60s, like in an alternate reality than the mainline MCU, which would make sense as to why we have a female Silver Surfer.
Yeah, I mean, it seems like it. And who's to say we don't see the original Silver Surfer show up as well? I mean, considering that character is his wife in the comics, it would kind of make sense to see both of them at some point in it, maybe?
Pop up, yeah.
I don't know. I guess we'll have to wait and see where they go with that. But moving away, we got a couple trailers. First one I'd like to bring up is for Bambi: The Reckoning.
What?
I don't know if you saw this.
What?
It's the guys who did Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. That terrible horror movie. They're doing a Bambi film.
Wow. Okay.
The plot is basically the hunter from Bambi killed the mother, and instead Bambi grew up to be like an evil, vengeful deer that goes after them.
Nice.
It looks bad.
I mean, all their films kind of look bad, but the new Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey, the second one or whatever, apparently it's better than the first one.
Yeah, but the first one was awful, so it's like, I don't know how much that means. This just looks
Yeah.
awful. I'm probably not gonna watch it, but
Didn't even
it's
know it was a
funny.
thing. So,
Yeah, well now you do, and
Yeah.
there you go. The
Yeah.
next thing that also looks really bad is Mufasa the Lion King, prequel.
Okay.
Yeah,
More
coming out in
Lion
December this
King.
year. Yeah,
Yippee.
it's just a prequel to that live action one that they did that was bad.
Yep.
Um, yeah, it's more of that, but not as
More of
cool. I
that.
don't know.
Yep.
Yeah,
Bad
sure.
films
It looks,
everywhere.
yeah, the CGI looks worse somehow too. I don't know about that.
It
Like
looks
how
more
they
like a
manage
video
that.
game.
No, no, it just looks worse. It looks, I don't know. It feels like it came out 20 years ago. That's just what this CGI looks
Oh,
like.
okay.
It just looks, yeah, I don't know. Something about it was not clicking. Um, Again, not gonna watch that one either. Okay, next story, is Avatar: The Last Airbender, the series from Netflix that we actually kind of enjoyed.
Yep.
It's changing showrunners. Albert King is departing, who showran the first season, and Christine Boylan and Jabbar Raysani are stepping in, and they both worked on season 1 in smaller roles, but stepping up to run the show for seasons 2 and 3.
Ooh,
Yeah,
okay.
I don't know. Sure. It feels like it's kind of a weird time to change creative oversight on the show.
I would say that the reason why that guy left was because he's got getting paid to be at another place a lot higher than being a showrunner for Avatar.
You're probably right. I didn't look into it much more than that.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Um,
he might be producing or executive producing or even on something else.
yeah.
Something like that. Okay, next story. Joker 2 has been rated in America. It has earned an American R, which is our MA, for strong violence and full nudity. So
Ooh.
we're gonna see Joaquin's penis.
Yep. He's
Confirmed.
got to get it
You heard it
out.
here first. We're gonna see the Joker's jonkler. We're gonna see the Joker's junk. It's
Oh, yep. Yep.
sure, whatever.
Okay.
Um,
I mean, I'm still very
yeah,
interested to see what is gonna happen in this film, and like that's the thing because the first film, I love it so much, and then it's just like everything that I'm hearing from it, I'm just like, what is this film? It sounds amazing. I just want to see
musical.
it. Yeah,
Do you think he's gonna be nude while he's singing? One of the
it has
musical
to be.
moments,
He has to be.
he helicoptering it around while singing
Yeah,
like Lady Gaga.
exactly, exactly.
I don't know. That's scaring me a little, but sure, I'm excited. That's coming out in October, so we
Woohoo!
don't really have that long to wait. Another 6 months
No,
till we get to see the Joker's junk.
the Joker's
Um,
junk. Looking forward to it.
we'll put that in the taglines of this episode. We talk about the
That's
Joker's
what
junk.
it's actually called. That's the title. It's called Joker
It's
Two.
in French.
The
Yeah.
Joker's junk.
Oh, that's the third one. I really hope. Okay. Next story. Daredevil Born Again wraps filming. That show is all wrapped up, all done and dusted, sent off to the CGI guys. It seems like it's going well. Everyone involved seems to enjoy what they've done so far,
Yeah,
which is
yeah,
a good sign.
yeah. I saw that
Yeah,
John
yeah,
Berthel was back doing his last scenes as well over the past couple of weeks.
yeah,
So, you know,
yeah.
Punisher's in there. He's a great Punisher.
Very cool. Yeah, it seems like lots of people are rumored to shop in this show.
Yep.
Punisher, we know for sure. People are saying Spider-Man. People are saying Moon Knight. All of the street level dudes, they
Moon
think they're
Knight would be
coming
pretty
back.
cool. I would love to see
Moon Knight
Moon
would
Knight
be
just as
very
a
cool.
cameo, but not as
Yeah, yeah.
Moon Knight though, as one of his personalities. Just seeing Oscar Isaac
Oh,
as one of them. Just being like,
yeah,
hey,
yeah, yeah. Yeah, the Jake character, the third one maybe that we
yeah,
don't see.
yeah, exactly.
That could be very cool.
I'm still
Yeah,
waiting on Moon
people.
Knight season 2.
Yeah, people were kind of thinking that this Daredevil show will set up like Spider-Man 4 to be like a street level
It's
city
already been
war.
confirmed. There was a thing from Kevin
Yeah.
Feige. Yeah.
Yeah, yeah, but I mean like they're gonna set up Fisk and then it's gonna be like all the street dudes come in,
Yeah. Because did
including Moon Knight.
you read the plot for Spider-Man 4? Did you see about that?
No, I didn't see
Okay.
about that.
Special
Oh.
news brought to you by Barry. Here we go. So basically,
Shit.
Kevin Feige came out to say that he is currently happy with the state of what is written for Spider-Man 4. It is going to be
Oh,
almost a reboot-ish in a way, but a bit more like it's not going to be called. You know how they did like the Home trilogy or whatever it was
yeah,
called, like
yeah.
Homecoming. It's going to be more along the lines of like like Spectacular Spider-Man or something like that.
Oh,
A bit more,
sweet.
but it's basically it picks up from the end of the Daredevil show where Fisk
Mhm,
is
mhm.
in power. He is mayor of New York, and because of that, all
Oh,
these
yes.
villains and everything all running rampant and everything like that. And basically, it's up to Spider-Man to take them all down. That is
That's
the
so
gist
cool.
of Spider-Man 4.
That is the perfect Spider-Man 4. That's
Yeah,
amazing. That
yeah,
already sounds awesome. I
yep,
just want to see him run around the city for 2 hours trying to take on
yeah,
like a bunch of villains.
yeah.
Oh, that'd be
So
amazing.
that's going to be cool.
That would be so cool because you could easily have like Daredevil and that show up in either the show or the movie
Yeah,
in that
and
sort of
they
way.
have
Being
said
like,
they are going.
yeah,
It's going
yeah.
to be a more mature approach than what they have done with past
Oh,
Spider-Man films
awesome.
as well.
He's gonna get the shit kicked out of him. I really
I
hope.
hope so. That would be great.
Oh, can you imagine like he's chasing after like Scorpion and Rhino through the city or something? Like Daredevil's there to help fight with one, and he's got to go off. Spider-Man's
Yep.
getting his like ass handed to him. That would be so cool. Oh man,
So I'm
I
looking
really
forward
want to
to
watch
Tom
the movie now.
Holland getting beaten up. Looking forward to
Yeah,
it.
always the best
Always.
Spider-Man stories are where he gets like the shit kicked out
Yeah.
of him, and then he
Well, that's
comes
the
back
thing.
from it.
Like, that was the thing about like the past two Spider-Man, like their films and stuff like that. He got fucked up. Like his suit was always
Yeah,
torn up after fights and everything like that. With Tom Holland's one, it's always just like he's fine.
yeah, yeah. No, that's very true. And I can't wait to see that. I really hope Marvel is on the up now,
Yeah.
considering the last dozen failures they've had over the last year or
Oh
two.
yes. Oh yeah.
You think they're going around for a bit of a switch up, at least on
Hopefully.
some things. Oh god, but we'll see what happens. Moving away to another bit of news that surprised me, and excited me is Mandalorian and Grogu, the next Star Wars movie, has a release date now. It's coming out May 22nd, 2026, so just over 2 years away.
Yahoo.
Um, that's a little weird to
That is a
announce
little
it when
weird.
it's over 2 years away to give us this specific of a date. Um, but
Yeah,
yeah,
you
I
gotta
guess
like pre-plan these things. You're Disney. You own all the cinemas at
that's
this point.
true. I mean, Pedro Pascal's very busy,
Oh yes,
so
he is. He is in everything
it's
now.
gonna take
Literally
him that long
everything.
just to get in there. Yeah. But hopefully that's good. I really hope that the next Star Wars movie is really amazing, and it's just Mando season one, but a movie.
Yeah. Well, that's because I
That's what
think
I want.
still they're planning for Patty Jenkins one to come out before then if they start
Oh,
production
Rogue
this year.
Squadron.
Rogue Squadron, 'cause that's still in
Oh
development again.
yeah.
So we'll see what
Well,
happens. Star Wars is like really weird at the moment with all their movies.
yeah. Very weird. Speaking of Star Wars, the next story is we got a trailer for Tales of the Empire, which is Tales
Yes.
of the Jedi Season 2. This
Yep.
again came out of nowhere. I wasn't really
Yeah.
expecting this.
No.
And it's giving us a look into characters that I would not have picked either.
Yeah.
What did you
Yeah.
think of this one?
I mean, like, yeah, it was a bit unexpected, especially when they were like, oh no, it's Tales of the Empire now. Does that mean they're going
Yeah,
to do like Tales of the Bounty Hunter, Tales of like other people in
that would
Star
be
Wars
very
then?
cool.
That would be really cool. Yeah, I was like about the whole Barris in it. I was actually kind of
Hmm.
expecting that to be picked up at some point because that's the thing. She was
Okay.
like a quite a big Clone Wars character and everything like that. And it's like kind of like what happened to her and everything. Like I knew that was going
Yeah.
to come. I was expecting that to come in like other TV shows like the Bad Batch and stuff like that. But I suppose like Bad Batch is like running out of episodes and everything. So then
No,
it's
that's
like, oh,
true.
we'll show it in Tales of the Empire. And then yeah, obviously
Yeah.
showing the origins of what's her name, the other lady from Mandalorian. I mean
Yeah,
Ahsoka.
I couldn't remember her name. Was it
Her Morgan Elsbeth.
More Elspeth? Yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Again, a character I would not have picked. I don't really care about
No.
her. Sure, it's giving us some cool Thrawn stuff. I like that.
Yeah. More
Um,
Thrawn. I'm
and
always down for more Thrawn.
yeah, showing us some Empire things. We get to see like the birth of the Inquisitors or whatever.
Yep.
Cool. Tales of the Jedi was really good, so I hope
Yeah.
it carries it.
Yep.
onwards, gives some characters the spotlight, and I hope we get lots more, like some more tales of the clones, tales of the bounty hunters, tales of
Yeah,
whoever.
stuff like that. Just go wacky with
Yeah.
it.
Hell yeah, 100%. And then the final story this week for the news. It's not a wacky one, unfortunately. It is a very cool and exciting one. It's Dune 3 is officially in development with Denis Villeneuve rounding out the trilogy. So that's very good because
Yep.
he said he was only going to do the third one if he was writing it and it was sounding better than the second. So the fact that it's like, okay, it's happening must mean that it's like he's struck a
Yeah.
chord and it's going along really well.
Must be better than the second one then. And the second one's already fucking great.
So that's great. I love that.
Yep.
Very cool. It was definitely the best like announcement where he's like, I'm not gonna make a third unless it's looking like it's gonna be better than the second. I
Yeah.
wish
Yep.
every creator was like that, but
Yeah. Yeah.
it's very cool to see because the second one was awesome. It was amazing, near perfect, not quite. So third one, perfect. I don't know. Dune
Hopefully.
Messiah,
Hopefully. We might see. It might be the
crazy.
messiah of all science fiction films.
It
We'll find
may
out.
be. All right. Well, moving away from the news, we are going to get into what we're doing this week, Barry.
Well, talking about an
Whoa.
anticipated film like Dune Messiah, we are going to be talking about the rest of 2024's year of our favorite, well, most anticipated films that we want to see this year.
Yeah.
Yeah,
We're
because there's
we're
still
gonna
plenty of films. There's not a lot of films coming out this year, so it's only
no.
going to be a short list. Because obviously, still the writer strike and everything that happened last year, we're still feeling the effects of that. And so our cinemas, and I suppose it's kind of a good thing in a way because at this point in time, because of all that,
Hmm.
it's getting a lot of like lower films that wouldn't have made it to like cinemas, like their time to shine,
Yeah,
actually
yeah,
being put in cinemas, which I'm quite happy
definitely.
about. So
No, I agree. I definitely think that's the case. But there are some that are coming out that are very exciting, and a lot that aren't. I'm looking at the list
yes,
of just things that caught my eye, and I'm like, I really don't want to watch half of these films. There's
yeah,
maybe five that I really want to watch, another five that I'm like, yeah, okay.
I
And
think
then the
there's only
rest,
like
it's like, I,
two. I'm just like, ooh,
you're really into? Yeah.
yeah,
No, I agree, but it's a very slow year for film, considering
yeah,
last year was very packed. We were struggling to keep up with movies, last year. And
yep,
then it's like this year we're kind of having these huge gaps in between the big releases. So we're filling it with TV. A lot of good TV at the moment.
yeah, which is good.
Which is very considering last year didn't have that much in the way of good TV. We had like The Last of Us at the start of the year.
And that was it.
That was kind of it. But you know, this year's gotten off to a good start.
Yeah.
But yeah, let's get into the movies. I suppose I have a list of about like 20, maybe 25 films that I was just going down the IMDb's thing.
Okay. Well,
Um,
if you want to start first, go for it. I'm
I
just like looking online and just being like, oh, that film's coming out.
I've probably got most of the ones you want to talk about, so I'll just go down the list
Probably.
because mine are in the order that they're coming out. So I will
Okay.
go the yeah, so the two films in April that kind of caught my eye. Two of them, and again, two films that I'm like, I could probably skip, but I there is something there. The first one being Civil War, coming out next month. Yeah,
Yeah.
you know, Mary Jane in it. What's her
Yeah.
name?
It's Emma Watson, Emma something,
Emma
Emma
Watson. Yeah,
Emma
Mary Jane
Watson. Yep.
Watson.
Mary Jane Watson.
It's, yeah. Can't remember her name, but yeah, she's in it. It looks a
Cool.
little weird. It's an A24 film, kind of full of
Yeah. It's
action.
what's his name? I always forget the director's name. He did like Ex Machina and
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
stuff like that.
I can't remember, but he also said
Kirsten
that after
Dunst.
this,
That's her name.
Kirsten Dunst, that's her film. Her name, her film. Yeah. It's,
Yeah.
but yeah, the director said that after this one, he's taking a break because of how
Good.
just like challenging this one, full on what this one was. So
Yep.
that's why I'm like, okay, I'm kind of intrigued to see what this is going to do. It's an A24
Yeah.
film, so it's bound to
It's
be a little wacky.
sitting on a 93% on Rotten Tomatoes at the moment. So,
Yeah, but it hasn't come out yet, so that's like,
it's got Nick Offerman in it and Jesse Plemons.
Yeah, that's true. Isn't Nick Offerman the president in it? I think he is.
Yeah,
That'd be funny.
that would be
Um,
funny.
yeah, we might check it out. Maybe not in
Maybe.
cinema. Maybe afterwards, but we'll see
We'll
how
see.
we go.
It looks
And then
interesting enough.
it does look interesting. The second one though, is a film called Challenges, which all I really know is that
Okay.
it's tennis and Zendaya has a threesome in it.
Oh yeah, no, no, yeah, no. I
And
do.
again,
Yeah.
this is one that I would very much skip, but it's got enough weirdness that it's like I kind of want to check it out. But I don't think it's going to be good.
No,
Like it's one of those
no.
films.
I watched the trailer for it and I'm just like, I would have the same reaction as that meme that's going around online with Spider-Man reacting to
Oh yeah, the trailer looks so
it.
bad.
Yeah,
And I'm curious to see how much of the film's actually about tennis.
probably like 10% of it.
Oh, that's a shame. Again, I might check it out. I don't know if we'll cover it on here.
We'll
It's
find
there.
out.
Oh,
They bribe
that's it for
us.
April.
Yeah.
A
Nice.
very slow month. There is not a lot
Yeah.
coming out, especially this first half of the year. Um, yeah, the next one that I can think of that's good, like that I want to watch, is The Fall Guy coming out in May.
Yeah.
With
Yeah. It
Ryan
just
Gosling.
looks
Oh my God.
like, you know,
Fun.
fun.
It
But like in a
looks
good
just
way.
fun. Yeah, it looks just silly, over the top, fun, not taken seriously action.
Yep.
And I kind of love it because it looks, yeah, funny to the top. And it's about filmmaking to a certain extent, which I always love seeing
Exactly.
films about filmmaking. Very cool.
Very cool indeed.
Yeah, I get. We probably will check that one out, considering May. Not much.
Yeah, and it's also got Ryan Gosling in it, so we have to see it because
That's
you're in it.
true.
So, you know,
That's
makes
true.
sense.
I'm in it, so I know it's good because I
Yeah.
was there.
You were there.
Okay. And then after Fall Guy is Kingdom of the Planet of the Apes. Also in
Yes.
May. It looks good. It
Yeah.
doesn't look as good as the other ones, but it
No,
looks like it's
it's just
yeah
a like
a sequel.
continuation, and I am
More.
interested to see where they take the franchise from here.
Yeah.
Because I kind of want to know if they're gonna go like back to how like the original ones did, and like do the full like reverse like 180, where like one of the chimps gets sent up to space, and then like time travel stuff happens, and it's a whole thing. And yeah,
Oh, that'd be weird.
that would be weird.
That'd
But
be
they did it
very
back in the with
cool.
the original ones, and you know, and
Yeah,
that's
they
what
did.
set off the events of like the first movie to ever exist and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
So like this could be a whole thing again.
Could be a very whole thing. I hope that they eventually just get to monkey suits again. Like
Yeah.
the end of this one, it's just like a like a post-credit tease is one of them is just a suit. It's like
Like I'm in a suit
and the other
now.
ones, they're just very confused about why this monkey looks weird, and it's just a guy in a suit.
Exactly.
Yeah, we'll check that one out. We'll see.
Yep.
After that is If Imaginary Friends. Kids sort of film with
Yep.
Ryan Reynolds, John Krasinski, a bunch of others. It could be fun.
Yeah. I
I'm
mean, it was
I'm I'm not
written
sold on
and
it.
directed by John Krasinski, so you know,
Yeah, like all
family
of the
family
big
fun
names
film.
behind it. It looks like it'll be a family fun time. But yeah, we'll see. We may or may not check it out depending on how it's going because the movie after that is one that I want to see, but I am also terrified to see because I don't think it's going to be good. And that is Furiosa, a Mad Max saga.
Yeah, I think this might be George Miller's
Ah,
downfall.
yeah. I think yeah, I think he should stop making films. No,
Yeah,
no.
yeah, yeah.
Um, I think I think he's getting too old and he can't tell what good visual effects looks like because the trailer for
He's
this movie
yep.
is, is like the worst thing I've seen in a long time,
Oh yeah,
trailer wise. Yeah. So what were you gonna say?
yeah. No, I just said yeah. It looks very much more visual effects heavy than Fury Road, than practical
Yeah.
effects. And yeah, that's what's got me a bit concerned about it. That it's just like, why are you going and doing all that when you did it perfectly in Fury
Yep,
Road? Like, what
I
happened?
know. I know.
And I'm pretty
It
sure it
looks
has a more higher
stupid.
budget than Fury Road.
It would, and it's Anya Taylor-Joy as Furiosa in it
Yeah,
as well. I don't know. It feels a little weird. I
it
want
is a little weird.
just classic Mad Max movie.
I mean, yeah, I
Just
still want it to be
all.
good because like Chris Hemsworth's
Yeah, of
character in
course
it's
I
the
do.
first time he's gonna be a bad
Yeah,
guy,
yeah.
and I'm looking forward to that the most is seeing his performance in it.
Yeah, that's what I think it'll end up being. A terrible movie, but Chris Hemsworth is going to be fun in it.
Yeah.
I think that's what it's going to happen. It's like you're going to love him on screen, but you're going to
Yep.
hate everything else. Um, unless it surprises us, who knows? Maybe we'll get
Who
so sucked into
knows?
it the terrible visual effects won't even matter.
Yep.
I doubt it. But I guess we'll see.
Yep.
I don't know, man. Hopefully it's better than Mad Max 3. Like,
Yeah.
if as long as that's okay then.
What, you don't like
But
Thunderdome?
I really don't like Thunderdome, dude. It's like it's the only Mad Max film I don't have on disc because it's like I don't want it.
Yeah.
It's not
Understandable.
good. Yeah, it's terrible. So as long as it's better than that, I'll be happy. But I highly doubt it. Okay, and then the final movie coming out in May that caught my eye. Again, I don't think it's going to be good. It's an animated film starring Chris Pratt. It's the Garfield movie.
Oh, that
Yeah.
comes out then? Oh.
Yeah, it comes out then. This early. It feels like it should be coming out way later, but no. It's Samuel L. Jackson's in it as well.
Yep.
I don't think it's going to be good. I
No,
think it's
it's
going to
just
suck.
another kids' family film that is like, cash grab, Garfield, let's do it.
I think
Get
so.
that guy
It's a
that was
shame.
Emmett in Lego.
It's a shame because I love Garfield and Garfield can be hilarious.
Yeah.
But it does not look like this is going to be funny or entertaining. Looks like it's
No.
going to be boring.
Yep.
Yeah, whatever. It sucks. Don't do that to Garfield. Garfield deserves better. Okay. After May, nothing until June. Yeah, literally the next thing is Quiet Place Day 1. Which looks good. Yeah, I'm excited to see that.
Yeah, no. I'm also looking
Yeah.
forward to that one.
I'm not the biggest Quiet Place fan. I liked the first movie, didn't like the second one.
Yep.
And still think a lot of it is very dumb. But this one at least looks kind of fun. It looks like, yeah, very alien invasion, sort of monsters everywhere vibe, and I love seeing like initial attacks. It's a good reason why like the Tom Cruise like War of the Worlds movie I think is so enjoyable, is it
Yeah,
gives off a
yeah.
similar sort of vibe to
Yep.
this. And I'm like, okay, I want to see that. I like that. Let's show that.
Go for it.
Yeah, go for it. Give us some more action. Oh, and that's it for June. Yeah, June.
Okay. Yeah.
June has Quiet Place. Yeah. So first half of the year, going into July, there's only 2 more films that I think are worth mentioning. The first one of that in July is Twisters, coming out on the 19th.
Oh, you gotta
This
talk
looks
about that. Oh,
awful.
you forgot one in June. You forgot a movie
Oh
that
shit!
comes out in June.
What did I forget?
The
What did I
Bike
forget?
Riders.
Oh, that looks awful.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about that one. It
You
looks
want to talk about
dumb.
that one?
It looks like it's kind of edgy biker related for the sake
I mean,
of that.
it looks better than the goddamn remake of The Crow.
Yeah, that's true. I didn't even talk about that one.
Yeah. And then also Kevin Costner's got a 2-part film coming out in June and
Yeah, that
also
also doesn't look
August.
good.
I haven't seen the trailer for it. I was like, oh, Kevin Costner.
No, neither, but it didn't look that good from the
Oh.
stills. I don't know, man. It's not Waterworld. But yeah, Bike Riders looks like it's gonna suck, but it feels like they're trying to do Easy Rider, but more of a gang thing, and I don't think they're gonna
Sons of
do anything
Anarchy type
good.
thing.
It
Yeah.
feels, yeah, very much trying to do that, and it feels edgy for the sake of it. Like all the characters are kind of like up themselves, like I'm a loner, yeah, but sort of
I
thing.
mean, that's a bike rider. That's a bike you
I
are.
know, but it's like it's not making me care about any of these characters because they all look so dumb. Like,
Yeah.
ugh.
Uh.
No. That's kind of the feeling it's giving is.
Yeah, yeah.
Our
Fair
review
enough.
for Bike Riders is gonna be one word. It's just. We'll give it a out of 10.
Yep.
Okay. So yeah, Twisters in July. You a
Whoa.
fan of Twister, the original?
The original, yes.
Yeah, because it was fun. This one?
Yeah.
What about this one? There's more than one. Whoa, there's multiple
Yeah.
Twisters.
No. 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 Just no.
No, but
No.
there's more than one.
No. Just no.
What? But
Just
there's
no.
more than one
No.
Twister. It's like aliens. There's more than one.
No.
It's so stupid. This one especially looks stupid because the whole
Yeah.
plot is it's storm chasers, and it's like, oh, we got to run into these dozens of storms, and like, you guys are dead. See ya. The end.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whereas like the first one, they were like trapped by it, and that was a cool idea.
It was cool.
It was very people against nature, that sort of thing. I love that.
Yeah.
Yeah. This
Beverly
one
Hills
looks dumb.
Cop comes out, the new one. That comes
Wait,
out in
come out?
July. July
didn't see
2nd,
that.
whatever, on Netflix.
That wasn't on my list.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
I was looking on IMDb and it didn't show up.
July.
Oh, that's cool.
Oh, it's on IMDb. That's what I'm looking at.
Oh, I must have missed it.
July 3rd, exclusive obviously to Netflix, starring Kevin
Okay.
Bacon, Eddie Murphy, Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
Okay, all right. That definitely feels like it's gonna be. Did you ever watch like Coming to America 2? I
Yeah.
think it's a Netflix
Yeah.
film as well last year.
Yep.
And that was pretty good. Like,
Yeah.
it felt like an okay sequel. It wasn't as good, of course, but
No,
it was
But
entertaining.
it was still
I feel
it's
like-
entertaining like seeing Eddie
Yeah.
Murphy like come back into those roles
Always,
again.
always.
And it's still just like it's fun to watch because it's Eddie Murphy.
Yeah, I feel like this is gonna be the same.
Yep.
It's gonna be fun. Hopefully, it's a little more like, I say like edgy, like the original was very much
Hopefully.
very like adult with its jokes.
Yeah.
For an M rating, it was very adult. And it's a great. It's probably one of no, it might even be my favorite Eddie Murphy movie. Is First Beverly Hills. Either that or like 48 Hours. One of those two.
Yep.
I get them confused plot wise, but one of those two. So hopefully this is good.
Yep.
I guess we'll see. I hope they bring the theme back. That's the main thing.
Hopefully.
They have the same
So
theme song.
are we
Like,
gonna talk? Are we gonna talk about the biggest film that comes out in July, or one of the biggest films that comes out this year?
I don't know what comes out in July, Barry. I don't know if you've ever mentioned a
I
film
don't-
coming out in July.
Yeah, definitely not. Definitely
oh,
not a
I know,
guy
I know.
wearing a black and red suit.
Yeah, I know. We're getting a new Flash Gordon movie. That's what it is, right?
Exactly. I'm looking forward
Yep,
to the
Flash
next Flash
Gordon
Gordon
2.
film. I'm his number one fan.
Yeah, aren't we all? This
Yep.
time he only has like 14 minutes to save the Earth, right?
Ooh, wow.
It's a short movie.
That is a short
'cause
film.
he's old.
Yeah. He dies like in the first 2 minutes. The rest of it's credits.
All right. Before we get into that, what if there was a Flash Gordon sequel, but it's him in like the retirement home, and he's got to like come out of retirement
Yes.
Like-
yes.
to say, and he's just this old guy going around into space. That would be amazing.
It would be
Whoever
amazing.
owns the right to Flash Gordon, can you make a sequel where he's just really old?
So like how he is now.
Yeah, exactly. Get the same guy, pull him out of the retirement home, and just send him into space and see what happens.
Exactly. Let's do it.
Oh, that's amazing. Okay, yeah. So, Deadpool and Wolverine. That's a small little film coming out.
Small little
no
film.
One is,
Yep.
no one's talking about it. I
No.
didn't even know it was coming out until just then.
Yep.
Yeah, small time actors in it. Some first time roles. Ryan
Exactly.
Reynolds, Hugh Jackman, very up and coming stars.
Yeah.
Given their
Jennifer Garner.
first performances. Yeah, well, I guess she technically is a smaller actor now.
Yeah,
Jennifer
true.
Garner.
Yeah, no, I'm going through the
as Elektra.
IMDb list, and apparently, like the top cast for it, Jennifer Garner's on there as Elektra.
That's so weird. There is no way in hell she's in the top like 10 names in the credits, right?
2, 3, 4,
Yeah.
5, 6, 7, 8, 9. She's number 10.
Oh my god. There's no way she's in
Oh.
this film for longer than like 10 minutes, right? I don't
I
think
don't
there's
know.
that much
Like
of a
this
clamoring for
movie
Elektra.
just seems so wacky, but so amazing at this point in time. That's the thing. Like I trust Ryan Reynolds enough because he was one of the writers with
Yeah,
Sean
yeah, yeah,
Levy
yeah.
and everything. Or Sean Levy's obviously the one directing it as well. Like
Yeah, and he's
this is
good
the
too.
thing. I am so looking forward to this film just because it's been forever since we've had Deadpool as in a
Yeah.
film. It's been what since
Mm-hmm.
2019 now?
I think it was 18 or 19.
2018? Yeah, something
It was
something like that.
18 because it was Infinity War, wasn't it? Was when we were getting Deadpool 2 because he
Yeah.
was joking about
Yeah,
Thanos.
2018, 2018.
Yeah, yeah.
Damn. Wow.
Crazy. So yeah,
Okay, so
6
it's
years.
been forever. And that's the thing. It got Hugh Jackman to come back as Wolverine when he
Yeah, that's
explicitly
true.
said so many times after doing Logan that that was it.
Yeah. I really
So,
want to know how that conversation went. Like Ryan Reynolds showed
yeah.
up at his door, and I want to
Probably.
see what
He
happened
probably
next.
yeah, showed it right up at his door just being like, "Hey, you're coming to do this
Dropped
film
down
no
onto his
matter what."
knees,
Yeah.
prayer hands, begging.
He sold his soul to him. That's what happened.
Hugh Jackman was probably like, if I can kick your ass in a fight in the film, I'll come back. I
Yeah.
feel like it would have been something like that. It's like I have to beat you in a fight
Oh yeah.
in the film, and I'll come back.
And that's the thing as well. We actually get to see Hugh Jackman in a proper Wolverine suit as well.
Yeah.
Finally, after 20 years of being the character, he
Oh,
finally
yeah.
gets into a proper Wolverine suit, and it does have the cow.
It does.
There
It
has
does.
been some concept art that's been released that does
Mhm.
show the cow. But also as well, if you watch the trailer properly, you actually can see when it shows the back shot of Wolverine, you actually do see the cow folded down. So
Ah, that's so cool. I really want to see it, and I'm very curious to see how much they use Wolverine in the film because it's Deadpool
yes,
and Wolverine. So
so it
does
has
that
to
mean
be a
equal
lot.
screen time?
Yeah,
Uh,
it would have to
I
be. It
guess
would have to be.
100%. I don't know, man. I feel like I really just want it to be a buddy cop film more than anything. Like I want that to
Probably
be Beverly
they're
Hills
probably
Cop.
just going around like through all the different Marvel timelines and just fucking everything up together.
That's crazy.
Or probably
I
to
wonder
fix whatever Deadpool
how.
fucked up. That's probably what's
Yeah,
gonna happen.
that's what's gonna happen because there's no way Wolverine would do that willingly.
Yeah.
It'll have to be something he needs to do.
It's
That's
gonna be
always
like
the case.
connected. I guarantee it's gonna be connected after like the events of Deadpool 2, since he got that time travel thing. He was the reason why all this wacky MCU multiverse shit started and everything was because of Deadpool, and now they have to go around and
Fuck
fix
with
it
it.
all. Otherwise, Disney won't make their money back and they can't do Deadpool 4.
That's so funny. Yeah, it's definitely why the TVA are after him, if
Yeah.
anything, is that yeah, no, he's messed with time. Which is very funny.
Yep.
Considering that was like a post-credits thing for Deadpool 2, was
Yep.
him messing with time, putting stuff back. And so that's such a cool way to tie into the MCU and the storytelling, which they definitely did not plan it then. Like
Oh,
they
definitely not.
thought
There
of that
was like
afterwards.
obviously, yeah, because obviously that was still owned by Fox at the time, so they wouldn't even
Yeah.
known what like Disney were doing with all their stuff. And so yeah,
No
probably
way.
Ryan Reynolds back then was just like, I'm just gonna go super wacky with it, and if whatever happens, happens.
That's very crazy. You know what I kind of want to see the most out of the film is I want to see the Wolverine interacting with the Deadpool X-Men that we see, like Colossus and that. I really want to see
Yep.
some reunions between those characters,
Yeah,
and even some older ones. But yeah, I want some fastball specials type stuff in this film.
would be great.
And I hope they're taking a lot of inspiration from the animated series that we're currently watching
Hopefully.
because that's some good X-Men shit, and
Yeah.
you know you can tie some of that in. I'm sure.
Yeah. Get like Gambit in
I mean,
there, why not?
you could even have them show up in the animated X-Men show in the movie. Like it becomes animated. They do some Spider-Verse shit where it's animated for a section, an animated world.
That would be cool. They did that
Would be
in
very cool.
the Doctor Strange film for like a split second.
They did. They did. So imagine they do something like that. Even if they just like
Yep.
end up in like Beast's shower. Like
Yeah.
they just like teleport in while
Just be
Beast
like,
is having a
"Hey."
shower and they're like, "Oh my god." And then they go out. That's it.
Yep. That's
Something
it.
like that would be hilarious. Oh,
So I
that would be
suppose that
great.
takes us on over to August then.
Yeah. August has some heavy hitters.
It
The
sure
first one,
does.
Borderlands.
Oh yeah,
Your
yeah.
favorite film of the year, I guarantee.
My
Hey, bear.
favorite film of the year. Oh, I've been looking forward to this film ever since they announced it. You know, I'm gonna put this as my number one film of all time. I love the trailer so
Yep,
much. I've watched it 100,000 times now, and
that's
I'm
true.
going to get a rope and tie it around my neck right now.
And you're gonna hang yourself from a claptrap because yeah, this
Exactly.
movie looks god awful. Ever since we played through
Oh,
Borderlands, I have been not looking forward to this film
how
because there
did
is
they
no way
fuck this
in
up so
hell
badly?
that it's gonna be good. Yeah, I don't know, dude. It feels like Borderlands is the easiest thing to do. The story is so
Yeah,
straightforward. There's an
yeah,
alien planet, there's bounty hunters, there's a vault,
yep.
there's a bunch of monsters.
But
Okay,
even
cool.
just like the overall like art design and aesthetic they've gone for it.
Yeah.
There are cosplayers that do this for like $10 look better than the character designs they've done in the
Why are all
movie.
the actors so old in this film?
Exactly.
Too. I don't know,
It's
man.
such yeah, it's not looking forward to it, that's for sure.
It's definitely not getting a sequel. This is gonna end up like Uncharted or
Yeah.
like a bunch of those other game
Well,
movies, like that Tomb Raider
Uncharted
remake they
is
did.
getting a sequel.
Oh shit, yeah, I forgot about
Yeah.
that. It's like the
Every single
not a,
other video game to live
yeah, I
action.
can't even think. Like Monster Hunter, remember that one? It's gonna end up like that. God awful. Teasing a
Yeah,
sequel
that's right.
never
Yep. Yep.
happens.
Never happens.
Good. Um, yeah, it really sucks because Borderlands would kill it. You know,
Borderlands is amazing. Like
we
what
have
you
the
can do in
Fallout
that
show
world and
coming out next
everything.
month.
Yeah.
It
You know,
feels
that's a
like it
prime
should be
example.
doing that. That
Yeah.
one's doing it right, as far as we know.
Yep.
But like, come on, man, it's not that hard. We just had
Nope.
Halo Season 2 as an example of terrible.
Yeah.
Um, I don't know why people are still messing it up. These are already good stories.
Yep.
Ah,
Do
video
them
game
properly,
films, dude.
please.
Yeah, please. It's not that hard.
Well, this
Okay,
is the
and
thing
then
as well. Yeah.
yeah,
Alien
yeah, yeah. Sorry. You
Romulus.
go. Oh yes, that's exactly what I was going to go into.
Exactly.
Yeah, this looks good.
Yeah.
I will say
Yeah.
this looks
This
good.
is
It
actually
gives off
like
huge vibes. I love
one
it.
of the films where I'm just like, Jesus fucking Christ, they actually managed to pull off a good like reboot in a way.
I'm
You know,
not. I'm not
continuation.
saying that yet. I'm not quite there into having
No,
all of
no.
my
I
faith.
still want to see like a bit more from it. Before like I
Yeah,
do, but like the way it's going about in that first trailer, and then the director for it is it Fede Alvarez. Um,
Alvarez. Yeah.
yeah. This is another thing. I'm so happy Ridley Scott is not doing this.
Thank God. Yes. Someone said it. Yeah. Ridley Scott needs to chill out, dude.
Yeah.
But
That's the
no,
thing.
this is good.
It is good. It is good. I'm looking forward to it. And then what's after that one?
Craven the Hunter.
Yeah.
It's gonna be awful. The trailer for Craven the Hunter made me laugh.
Yeah.
Dude, it's gonna
Yeah.
end up like Morbius. It's gonna be Morbius, or not quite Madam Web, but it's gonna be bad. It's
Well,
gonna
that's the thing.
look.
I'm still going to
it'll-
watch it because it's got Aaron
Yeah,
Taylor
same.
Johnson and Russell Crowe in it. I feel like that's a pretty good combination of actors. Like, even though it is going to be bad, but I still think it's going to be like, it's still got those two guys in it. And I'm just like, yeah, sure, why
True.
not?
I feel like at best it's gonna be like on par with the first Venom film, where it's
Yeah.
kind of enjoyable, but it's far from good.
Yes.
And the performances are good. Like Tom Hardy in the first Venom, I thought was really enjoyable to watch.
Yep.
The story sucked, but he was just so likable that the film itself was like, I enjoyed it because I loved his performance as both Venom and Eddie Brock. And I'm not quite sure if I'm there with Aaron Taylor Johnson's Craven or anything like that, but I don't know. Maybe.
Maybe. See?
It's another weird, like, what's going to happen in it? I think the story is going to suck. Like, the main thing. No Spider-Man. It's going to be him hunting another hunter dude, right? Like, the rhinos in it, apparently.
Yeah.
So,
yeah.
So
he's going to be hunting down Venom. Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah. It's gonna be bad. Anyway, that's it for August. Not really much mid-year. Some big movies, and then nothing really around it.
Yeah.
Because then in September we have one film, and it's Beetlejuice. Beetlejuice.
Yep.
That I don't know.
It's a film. It's coming out.
It
They're doing it
again.
again.
I don't think it's gonna
Everyone's
be
back for it. We'll
good.
probably go and
Yeah.
see it.
Probably. I don't know if it's gonna be good. I think it's again gonna have some cool performances in. It's gonna be good to see things, and I
Well, that's
think
the
it's
thing
gonna
is,
be
it's going to play on the
lackluster.
whole, the whole nostalgia thing for the original. That's all it's going to be
Yeah,
playing on, really.
but then it's like, how much nostalgia do people really have for the first Beetlejuice?
I mean,
Like
look at Star
it's
Wars, man.
yeah, but it's not Star Wars.
True.
Beetlejuice. People know Beetlejuice, but it's nowhere near as big as like a bunch of other similar 80s stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know, I'm not quite sure if the hype and the nostalgia is going to be enough to carry this film. It's
Yep.
not something that I'm really a fan of. I love the first Beetlejuice film, but it's like, I don't think it needs a sequel. I haven't really thought about that movie since I watched it,
Yeah.
I guess, or since this film was announced.
Yeah.
Um, so I have no idea how well it's going to do box office wise and also like review wise. I'm very confused.
We'll find out when it finally comes out. So,
Yeah, in September and then
then,
October, some big superhero
ooh,
stuff.
yes. A lot of
Joker
superhero stuff.
2 in October. Um, yeah, no idea what to expect from this one. Um,
Whatever it will be,
it's
I trust him enough because of the first movie. I will be going there, going to see it probably 7 times at the cinemas, like I did the original one, or the first one, and I will love every
That's
single second
crazy.
of it.
From the moment they announced it was a musical, I was more hooked than I ever would have been if it was a straight sequel.
Yeah,
Like, because of just like, that is such a switch up and that is so unexpected and out there. I have
yep,
no idea what I'm in for, and that in itself has gotten me so anticipated.
yeah,
So anticipating this film because I want to know what they're doing.
exactly.
So crazy. Joker 2 leads into Venom 3, The Last Dance, which I hope is a musical as well, considering it's about dancing.
Yeah, that's right. The Last Dance. I forgot about
What do you think they do for Venom 3? Like,
that.
what can they do? They
Basically,
did
it's
Carnage.
gotta be like that mode in Fortnite where you like dance and stuff like that. It's going to be like that, but with a whole bunch of Spider-Man villains.
That's insane. I don't know what any of those words you
It's
just
gonna be
said
like
meant, but sure.
Dance Revolution, but with Venom.
It's like Step Up.
It's like Step
He's
Up.
gotta like Venom has to learn how to dance.
Yeah,
They both
yeah,
have to learn how to dance because technically they've got 2 left feet. That's a joke they're gonna make
exactly.
in the film,
Yeah,
and
yeah.
they're gonna be like, "Venom, I need you to learn to teach me how to dance." And he's like, "I am Venom." Blah 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 blah.
Food, people. Yum yum.
No, I have no idea what they're gonna do in that film because they already did the Carnage thing. They did all the
Yeah,
other Venom symbiotes. Huh? I don't
we'll
know.
find out.
Sure. Unless he kills Craven or something, that would be really
Or
funny.
unless a lot of people have said this because there's been very little information coming about Venom 3 that it actually might have a secret special cameo character like Andrew Garfield's
Spider-Man?
Spider-Man or something like
I
that.
doubt it.
Probably not. It probably
I
wasn't in their
doubt it.
budget.
Not even that. I just don't think Sony is smart enough to do something like that because they're making Craven the Hunter. They did Madam Web. They've done 2 Venom movies.
Yeah.
Like, I
And
don't
still
think
no
they're smart
Spider-Man
enough.
4 with Tobey Maguire.
I don't think they're smart enough to make money. That's what I'm thinking.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
with these superhero movies. These are some of the greatest written characters in all like literature history.
Yeah.
And you're butchering it over and over. It's come on, dude.
This is why
Like I
Disney
could
wants to buy the Spider-Man rights so badly.
Yeah, but Disney aren't doing much better themselves right now. So it's like you guys are all
True.
idiots. It's not that hard to write a story that's been written dozens of times over the last
They
7
did
years.
Loki good. They did Loki very good.
Loki was good. Yeah, that's about it.
Yeah.
What about Echo? Everyone's like, they nailed that.
Oh yeah. Beautiful.
Um, Secret Invasion?
Anyway, back onto other films that come out. Go on to November. One that I'm kind of a bit curious about. It is a sequel, 24 years in the making, I suppose. Is Gladiator 2 is set to release this year on November 22nd.
It could be cool.
It could be cool. It could also be bad.
It could. I am very excited to see a historical epic, honestly.
Yeah.
Ever since Napoleon was very underwhelming, I've been kind of missing that sword fighting combat, ancient history sort of vibe.
I don't think this is going to have a lot of fighting, but you know.
It's called Gladiator. Surely it has fighting.
Well, that's the thing, because it's about what's his name? Lucius versus the kid from the original film and his way through the politics of Rome. That's what it's actually about.
Okay, well that also sounds really interesting.
Yeah.
It could give us some very cool theoretical discussions.
Yeah, and you know,
it's got, but it's sure gonna have fighting in it at some point, right?
Oh, it would have to. It would have to. Well, that's the thing. Like Ridley Scott is returning for it, which I'm kind of happy for because he is good at doing historical epics in those sense when there are battle scenes and anything like that. Sometimes it's got Paul Mescal as the main character. You got co-stars such as Denzel Washington, Pedro Pascal, Connie Nielsen, Derek Chipping, and Joseph Quinn. Are all in it.
It's a big cast.
That is a big cast, especially when you get Denzel Washington in a film like this.
Yeah. He could be very cool. I'm very interested to see, because there's no trailer for it yet, is there?
No, nothing yet.
We don't know what it looks like. I want good shit.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah, that's it for November too. End of the year's kind of mid with releases. Middle of the year's where it's at, and even that's kind of sparse. And then December, the only one that I really want to mention is Nosferatu.
Yes, on Christmas.
Coming out December 25th. On Christmas, which, again, has a huge cast. Aaron Taylor-Johnson, Bill Skarsgård, Willem Dafoe, Nicholas Hoult. Huge names in a remake of, what is one of the greatest movies of all time. Very classic Hollywood film.
And that's it's Robert Eggers. Eggers? Yeah. Eggers? Yeah.
One of those. Yeah.
One of those. Who has done some phenomenal films in the past.
So I really want Doug, and I think it's gonna be black and white too. I don't think we've seen a trailer for it.
Well, the pictures they've shown are in color. They're just really dark.
Are they?
Yeah.
No, I can't remember because he did the Lighthouse.
Lighthouse,
right?
Yeah, which is all black and white. I would say it will be shot on film because I think he's done all his movies on film.
Okay.
So far, but that's the thing. The Lighthouse is one of my best films of all time. It's phenomenal. It's such a weird and wacky. It's
on the list.
He did The Northman, which was pretty cool as well.
The Northman was really good. I like that one.
Yeah, and then he also did The Witch as well.
I haven't seen The Witch. I heard mixed things.
Yeah,
but the last
that was the one that got him big.
Very good.
Yeah, very good.
Yeah. Good track record. Northman surprised me. I very much enjoyed that. So Nosferatu, I'm very excited to see what they do. It's
Bill Skarsgård as Count Orlok, so you know.
That's scary already. We know he can be scary.
Well, he can play Pennywise, so.
Yeah, exactly. Dude's terrifying in general. So I wonder how close they're going to stick to the
Aaron Taylor-Johnson is in it as well.
Yeah. He's Craven. He's hunting vampires.
He's Craven. He's hunting vampires. Wow.
Blade can show up.
Friedrich Harding.
Oh, that would be cool in the Craven movie if he's going after Blade or something.
Yeah, I feel like they've forgotten about Blade. Who Blade is?
Yeah, well, they're doing a Blade movie. Remember, that's coming out in a couple of years. They've been trying to do a Blade movie.
Still? Yeah.
Well, it's been delayed a couple times. They had to rewrite it, didn't they? And then the main guy was going to leave. Yeah, Mahershala Ali was like, "You're gonna have to fix this story because it's bad. I'm gonna leave." So then they rewrote it, and something. Yeah, it could be good.
We'll find out eventually.
That's future. That's way off in the future. That's beyond all of our knowledge. We don't know anything about that.
Yeah. We should write it. Okay. We'll write the next Blade film. There we go. Problem solved.
The next Blade film. Well, that's pretty much it for 2024.
That is pretty much it for 2024.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. Let's move on to The Bad Batch, because we got another episode of that.
Yeah, we got 2
Whoa.
episodes of that this week.
Oh, that's right. We got 2. I'm glad we got 2 because the
Yeah.
first one was boring as shit. Okay, let's get into it, Barry. Give us the rundown of the 2 episodes.
Yep. So the first one, stuff happened. It was a whole crisis
No, it
of
didn't.
identity.
Nothing.
It was the older clone lady. I always forget her name. That was still in the thing. She's now part of Project Necromancer. She goes in, sees all the younglings. We find out the mystery as to what they're doing on the clone planet and what they're doing with all the tests and stuff like that. Oh no, that's a whole thing. Then in the second episode, which is the better one, the only one we should be talking, episode 11, by the way. Oh, it's episode 11. We're running out of episodes, Clayton. We're running out of episodes.
Yeah, we are.
Basically the secret Dark Trooper guy came back and he got Omega. He did. He fucked up the Bad Batch. He nearly killed Wrecker. Wrecker nearly died.
Yeah.
I'm surprised he didn't die. I was very concerned there for a second.
Did.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, so what was it? Episode 10. This episode 10 was god awful. I'm so glad we got 2 because literally nothing happened. They're taking blood from younglings, but they're like, we can't even use it anyway. So why are they still doing this? It's like this is a stupid thing. These scientists are dumb as hell. They're like, oh, the blood doesn't work. Let's just keep doing it every day. I'm like, all right, you guys are idiots.
But they're like, Omega's one can
Yeah, whatever. Who gives a shit? That's just plot. Mia.
Yeah.
It's a MacGuffin. The MacGuffin is her. Blood being the only thing that can do it. It makes no sense.
Exactly.
But anyway, the next episode was really good because the Bad Batch got their shit kicked out of them, which was amazing to see. The Bad Batch are at their best when they're losing.
Yes.
That's like their whole thing. They need to keep losing.
Their whole thing.
And that's where it really shines. That's where the show really shines. Because I was really falling off the train, especially with episode 10. I was like, oh my God, really? And then this one, I was like, okay, thank God, we're back. The plot for this one, we still don't know who the evil clone commando is.
I still think it's Cody. I still think it's
Cody.
Cody.
I want
just because like I'm slowly starting to like hear his voice a bit more because he's getting more dialogue time, and I'm just like, why does he talk like Cody talks? I'm starting to freak out.
I want it to be Cody because I really don't want to like Tech or something, which I feel like would be the only other choice. But the fact he doesn't sound like Tech is good. So we'll find out who that is probably in a later episode. But this one, oh God, that island planet they've been on and just took everyone to, and they've been living happily ever after. Basically, a Star Destroyer shows up. Oh, sorry, it's a big Venator. And just drops off a bunch of troopers, and they basically take over the town, shoot a bunch of people, blow up a bunch of ships. Nearly kill Wrecker in which was an amazing moment of they just blow up their ship. Like their ship
blow
is
up
gone
the
now.
Bad Batch's ship is gone.
The Marauder.
What was the Marauder? Yeah.
It's gone now, and Wrecker nearly died. He was trying to save the Gonk droid too.
Yep.
Which I thought was really funny. But yeah, I thought he was dead for a good minute there. I thought they straight up just killed Wrecker like that. And I was about to be like, holy shit, yes, please, this show, don't hold back. But he's alive, which is kind of good. Because this show's definitely going to give him all heroic deaths.
Oh, yeah.
That's what's going to happen. It's all going to be like Tech. It's not going to be like an off guard, someone gets blown up in a ship, which I feel like would hit really hard if they did. Like, if they killed Wrecker off then, the stakes would have been raised immensely throughout this episode. But they didn't. Which is what I expect. Bit of a shame.
Yeah.
But sure. Okay. And then Crosshair and Hunter basically have to go throughout the town, try and just not get caught, and save Omega. And then Omega's like, okay, well, I'm have to turn myself in to save these people.
Yeah. Well, Hunter goes to get a ship by himself because he's like, I can do this type thing, and then we can escape.
Oh, that's right.
Thing, goes to get a gunship, and then he basically tries to get in a gunship, gets spotted. And then the guy, the Dark Trooper guy, basically one-shots the Stormtrooper flying the gunship.
He shoots the pilot.
Shoots the pilot, which crashes and causes Hunter to nearly die as well.
That was crazy. I love that.
That was crazy.
I loved how the guy just didn't hesitate to shoot the pilot.
Nope.
He's like, bang, taking it down. I was like, oh, that's amazing. Any other moment, like he would have just shot at Hunter.
Yeah.
And I'm like, no, he shot the pilot. That's so much more impactful. I love that moment.
And then basically, he's kind of like there, just like dying in the water trying to survive. Then it
Yeah,
shows,
that's great.
Crosshair and Omega's just like, I need to sacrifice myself, put a tracker on the ship. You can do that,
Yeah.
right? And then she obviously hands herself in before they start killing innocent victims and stuff like that, because Omega's
Yep.
the nice one and doesn't want people to get hurt and stuff like that.
Omega.
Omega.
Yeah.
And then she
Oh,
gets
well.
captured, put
Oh,
there, and then
no.
Crosshair basically has to run for his dear life to try and put a tracker on, and he misses the goddamn ship.
Oh, yes. Oh, man. This was good. I love this.
Yeah.
I love that they fail throughout this entire episode. It's so good. Because the stakes are raised. It's like, how are they going to find her now? They've been trying to do it the entire way. Like, there's no way to do it now.
Yeah.
Unless Echo and Rex have come through on something. This is crazy. This is good. I'm liking where this is going, Barry.
Yeah, there's only 4 episodes left.
The next 4
That's it.
episodes just continue raising the stakes and continue having these people fail over and over. This may be the best ending of any like Star Wars show.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because it keeps raising it, dude. As long as they don't have any more episodes like the last one or the last couple, this is going to be a great ending.
Well, I don't think they can now. It's literally just going to be like, all right, that's the ball right. We've only got 4 episodes left. So next episode, I suspect what's going to happen, they're going to find the place where Omega is and all the other clones are with Echo.
Yep.
Echo's going to finally come in. They're going to team up. Wrecker's going to come out of his coma and everything like that and be like, all right, we need to plan an attack with the rest of the remaining clones with Rex and everything like that. Goes into the final 3 episodes, which will be like basically a big giant assault attack on the planet.
It's a 3-episode finale, isn't it? Wasn't that like confirmed?
Yeah, it was like part 1, part 2, part 8, 3, whatever.
Yeah. Oh, thank God. Yeah, that's great to hear. Definitely. Next episode is just going to be finding Rex, Echo, getting ready to attack, and then 3-parter. Bang, bang, bang.
Yep. Oh, we also had Cad Bane in episode 10. Remember that? He was also there.
That's right. No, he wasn't. He was there for 2 minutes.
Yeah.
He was the only good part of the episode, actually. It was 2 minutes long as he took a kid.
Yeah, so basically next episode of Bad Batch will be episode 12 called Juggernaut. Then
Juggernaut?
episode
that's right.
13.
We were saying Wrecker was going to die because it's called Juggernaut.
Into the Breach, which will obviously be the attack and stuff like that. Then episode 14, Flash Strike. And then episode 15, The Cavalry Has Arrived, which is probably where all the clones and stuff like that with Rex come in. And
Cavalry. Well, if that means, then we're going to have 2 episodes of just like Hunter and that sneaking in.
Yeah.
Maybe?
Because maybe like Echo and Rex need to get like all the other clones together and everything like that.
Yeah. Unless they call in like some other people to help. Like Saw Gerrera's rebels and that have been seen and a bunch of other stuff like that maybe. But then last time they did that tech guide,
as well, wasn't that a saying in I think the first Clone Wars episode that actually is one of the clones says the cavalry has arrived. Like I'm pretty sure that's
that's probably a thing. Definitely has been said at one point. So I hope we get a lot more clones get killed in this. As bad as that sounds.
That's the thing. This has to like finish off the clones story. This is basically
there has to be 3 left at the end of this, right?
Yeah. Has to be. Rex obviously we know survives. Wolf gets converted. We still need to see that.
And, and Gregor.
They've already got Gregor is around.
Oh, maybe Wolf getting converted will be the next episode. Like he goes to find Rex, and then they're like, "We need your help to get Wolf." And that's that episode before we can go attack the base.
That would be cool.
Maybe
that would be cool.
Yeah,
having Wolf with Rex and Gregor in the final fight against.
Unless the cavalry arriving is like Wolf's guys.
Yeah,
like,
it could
it takes a couple episodes to get him, and then when he turns over, he shows up with with his guys. Maybe.
Yeah. Well, all I want to see is when we come to the end of this, I want basically really only one member of the Bad Batch to survive. If best case scenario, all of them die. I want a fight between Rex and hopefully what is Cody and the Shadow Trooper.
Yeah, we'll see.
And then basically like setting up to whatever is going to be the next animated show, because there definitely will be doing a continuation of this, because Omega is probably definitely going to survive. They're not going to kill off a kid in the show.
I don't know, man. I hope they do. I doubt it.
Yeah,
see how we
definitely
go.
not. It's
I don't know,
Disney
man.
still.
Yeah, we'll see how we go. Yeah. Okay. So, I guess that brings us to the end of an episode.
That is an end to the
Yeah,
episode.
unless there's anything else we want to talk about. Oh,
X-Men came out.
oh yeah, you didn't watch it though.
Yeah, but I know what it's about. It's basically like, what's her name? Went into a video game.
Jubilee.
Jubilee
Yeah,
went
that's
into a
pretty much
video
it.
game. I'm
I
like,
okay.
ooh,
I'll
video
briefly go over
game.
X-Men before
All
we end
right.
up. X-Men 97. Woohoo! Episode 4. Yeah, Jubilee and Sunspot get sucked into a video game and have to fight through like 8-bit versions of previous battles from the first couple seasons of the show. That was
Oh,
cool to
cool.
see.
Yeah.
They fight Mojo. He
Oh,
shows up
yes,
in
I
it
saw the picture. Yep.
because he's fun. I always hate Mojo because he's just an ugly character to look at. You hate
Yeah,
looking at
and
him.
he's
but God,
really
he's
messed
fun.
up in the character,
He's
in the
very messed
comics,
up.
like what he does and everything
He's
like that.
very
It's
messed
very,
up
like,
in this
cool.
as well. It's great. I hate it, but it's great. And then
Yep.
after they get out halfway through, it switches over to Storm, and we see Storm and Forge basically becoming a thing.
Oh,
Forge
yippee!
tries to build a machine to bring Storm's powers back, and it doesn't
Yep.
work. And it's revealed that Forge built the collars for the government that shut off people's powers.
Yep.
And so Storm hates him, and he's like, "But I
Yep.
love you, Storm." And Storm's like, "Nah, too bad." And she rides away until the ending where she gets picked up, dropped back into the house. And then we get teased of like something's not right. There's a giant like werewolf bear owl thing that it bites Forge and attacks him. And that's where
Okay.
we kind of leave off. I'm very unsure as what's happening. But
There's Werewolf by Night.
no,
Does he turn into like?
I can't quite remember what it is from the comics. It's the life death storyline. I'm unsure what the werewolf bear
yeah.
thing is. I don't know. We're gonna see what happens in the next episode, but
We'll find out next
yeah.
time on X-Men.
I'm very excited. Da-na-na-na-na-na. Da-na-na-na-na-na.
I need to get it so it plays the like straight away.
Yeah,
Because
it's
that's
like
the only
20
good thing.
seconds before it does it.
Yeah. All right. Well, I feel like that
All
wraps
right.
it up for this week's episode of the podcast. Thanks for coming out, everybody. You know, we're always here talking about film, talking about TV shows, always talking about things. Here at We Talk Film Podcast. Sorry about the technical difficulties we've been having lately. We'll try and get on top of that, but you know, these things happen. You don't like them to happen, but they do.
Yeah.
We'll catch you all next time here, talking about stuff. As always, see you later.
Bye-bye, everyone. See you guys next week.